Hi there, it's Niklas with say.digital, and in today's video we'll introduce you to an app that allows you to easily visualize customer organizations and relationships directly within HubSpot. Alright, let's get started. So before we dive right into the details in HubSpot, let's take a second to reflect upon why this actually matters. Especially in account-based strategies, you want to make sure you really understand customer organizations and the internal relationships. Why? Because you want to make sure that your sales and marketing activities really align with how your customers are set up and with their internal decision-making dynamics. And once you get that right, you're set up for maximum efficiency. HubSpot already has some pretty great built-in capabilities to do that. And the tool we're going to introduce you to today just builds on these capabilities and helps us with a little more visual and technical help to display customer organizations and relationships. Now let's take a look at what this looks like in HubSpot. So I've navigated to contacts and then companies, and I'm selecting this first company here. And what you can see now is the company overview, so we can see some of the details on the account, some recent communications, our contacts. And then on the right here, we can see some more details on the contacts, the open deals that we have. And then what I've done is in the account overview tab, I flagged this account as a target account. You can simply do that by hitting edit here and then changing it from false to true. And what that enables us to do is when we view account details, we can see our contacts here with their respective buying roles. So you can see whether someone is executive sponsor, decision maker, end user, or influencer, right? So you get an idea of the decision-making dynamics within that customer. You can see that for all of the contacts that you have in there. You can also see when you last communicated with them or when there was actual engagement, how many meetings or log calls there were. So you get an idea of the activities and the key roles within that customer. But if you're like me, I prefer some more visual aid here, some help really understanding the dynamics. Think about the situation when you're preparing for a larger meeting and you really want to make sure you get it right, you understand the dynamics before you interact with them. To do that, we're introducing you to an app called OrgChartHub. It's an official app that is available in the HubSpot app marketplace. And I'll show you what it does right away because, yeah, as I said, it's very visual, so it really helps understanding what's going on. So if you recall what the buying roles in the account details looked like, we now have this in a visual format. So basically like an org chart. I've prepared this a little bit, so you can basically add your contacts into this org chart here. The buying roles, as you can see, I'm gonna go to full screen real quick so you can actually see what I'm doing right here. So the buying roles like executive sponsor, decision maker, influencer, they are synced two ways. So between HubSpot and OrgChartHub and the other way around. So if you're changing information on accounts in OrgChartHub, it's also synced in HubSpot, which is really, really nice. Just to show you how the process works, so you have all your contacts per one company on the right here, and you can simply hit add to chart, and then good old Douglas, we're going to add him as an employee. We'll just select who he works with. He reports into Cynthia, and then we can just update this org chart here. So that's really, really nice in itself. What you can also see is that we have the HubSpot score. So HubSpot's a built-in lead scoring system already pre-built into this org chart here. So we get an understanding of how valuable is this contact, how engaged are they. And we can simply do that by clicking on an account. You can see color-coded here the buying roles again. And then we can select what criteria we really want to have in there and choose some of the properties that we may want to see, right? So we could also say something like last engagement date or last activity date. And if there's activity, as you can see here, we can see when we last interacted with them, which also helps if you're prepping for a larger meeting or if you simply want to inform activities on the sales or marketing side. And then a feature I really love because it's super visual is the heat map that is pre-built in. So when you toggle this on, you'll see something like this, which looks a little scientific, but it's actually really great. So you can see your sales activity. And then you can think about, when you see like this heat map here, you can think about where you see a lot of rat or a lot of interaction and activity. Are you spending time with the right people within that organization? That's always the key question when you look at this heat map here, right? So you can toggle that on for either sales or marketing. We're not running any marketing campaigns for this account right now, so I'm not going to show that to you, but this drives home the point. So in the sales activity, you can see that with some of the accounts, we're very, very engaged, but some of the decision makers here actually, which we can see when we toggle this off, so Joseph and Kevin, we're not really interacting with. And if they are the ones actually making the decision, then we should basically get with our sales team and think about, okay, how can we address them instead of just interacting with all the other folks in the organization. And to me, that's a really great feature in understanding how you interact with customers and what can be improved, both on the sales and on the marketing side, right? Because same example applies to marketing as well. Like, are we enrolling the right people in the right sequences? Are we showing them the right content to make sure these customers, we can extend either our share of wallet or really convert them to a buying customer? And that's the nice bit about OrgChartHub. So with that being said, I can really recommend you checking out OrgChartHub. This is their website, OrgChartHub.com, or you look at the HubSpot app marketplace. OrgChartHub, it's, as I said, a HubSpot certified app. So don't worry about integrating it. The HubSpot team has checked it. And that's it. So a nice little addition to your account-based marketing activities and strategy, which is called OrgChartHub. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more helpful tutorials and tips on how to get the most out of your HubSpot portal. And also, don't miss out on our new exclusive guide with 7 powerful HubSpot hacks that help you optimize performance and increase productivity in your HubSpot portal. The download is free and you can find the link below this video.